crumble when you're facing light adversity.
Hello and welcome to the How Do You View You podcast with your host, Griffinstein. This is the podcast about self-reflection, self-healing, but you gotta do it, because that's why I'm saying self. Asking yourself the tough questions and coming up with the answer that you don't want to hear, and you're not really ready for it. But you gotta do it. It's all about being uncomfortable and getting comfortable in that comfortable space. And once you're comfortable, up it, keep going. I was doing posts, and I be trying to spark people's mind a little bit, but sometimes it backfires. So I don't get to do it as much as I like to. So I guess we start with what's going on and how stuff is going, and it's not going very well. It's not going very well, but that's when you can do these other things. That's when the time comes where I don't like this shadow. I put a light over here. It's like a candle light, and I don't like that shadow coming across. But I'm trying to get a feel for it, and this actually is Anyway, so I put a post the other day and said to the effect that I have finished more projects than I had started, and I didn't, I don't be really trying to say much when I'm saying stuff, but it's the truth for me. So what I meant by that, because people was construing it as I meant something else, but it was more dastardly than not dastard. Whoa, not dastardly, but it was more deeper than what I had said. So what I'm saying is I'm a team player. So when stuff happens and starts to go, I help. I just help. Not as much now because of how it happens, but that's what the point was. I finished more projects than I've ever started. And some people respect that, and some people don't. I keep saying I really am trying not to do that, because so anyway, I'm gonna finish my thought before I go into speech. But so it really was a thing of me being there for other people. And it, like I said, when I post on Facebook or Instagram, D.A. Griffinstein on Facebook and Instagram, and TikTok. I haven't been posting on TikTok. I really feel like it's some kind of something. Yeah, I was on TikTok about a month or two ago, and things were going on around me, and I couldn't even focus on it, and that likely spooked me, because it's like, God damn, what, what is this magic? What is this magic? So I feel funny about it. But, people on there are trying to, they try to help. They try to do stuff and like stuff, but it's a business for some people, and I don't have that. I don't have that energy. I don't have it. I tried to do it. Like, same thing with, like posting. I can post on Facebook for some reason, because it's just the thoughts that's out of my head. I get up every morning, make my coffee, go downstairs, go to work, do what I gotta do, but I can post all that, and it don't feel like a job to me. Fucking Instagram, making reels, and that feels like work to me. I ain't got a job. But what I was told was, I'm gonna have to make that my job, because I don't wanna work. I don't want to be told where I can be and where I don't want to be, and where I have to be, and what I have to do, and why I'm not doing this. I don't want nobody questioning me about shit. So, anyway, to speech. So, sometimes I use words that I know aren't words, and it's cute when you talking to people that you know, because they know what you're talking about. But when because they always listening. It's always somebody's listening. So I don't know. You get to the point where you're like, I don't care what people think. But when you're in business with people, and then they think something, so then they treat you a certain way. You know, they oh, he said, I ain't gonna say none of the words I say, but if I say something and then people be like, oh, well, I put it this way. One day I put a thing out under Griffinstein that said, I don't like twerking. I've never liked twerking. It just feels real tricky to me. And tricky is a word, but I didn't mean it to mean tricky. I meant it to mean trick shit. Like, man, if you watching a woman shake her booty, clapping her ass, I feel like that's tricky. Especially if you're throwing money. But now it's just attention. So now people get that attention. And there's people my age. I turned 50 in January. So, some of these dudes got daughters that's out here twerking. So you have to shift. You don't have to shift from watching girls twerk, because it's your daughter, really, quite honestly. And women my age, they can twerk, but it don't look the same. It don't clap the same. It really sounds like applause rather than just one clap. It sounds like a group of people clapping. And not saying that nobody is fat or nothing. It's just shit. You old. I'm old. We all. So anyway, that's my point. Is when you talk a certain way, and it's a finicky thing, because you do want to talk with some kind of knowledge about yourself, and I understand that. But then you get to a point where you just want to, you don't want to think about how you talking. And anything you do, you can make a habit if you do it long enough. Because I heard Tina Turner talk one time, and I was like, she don't sound like she come from Nutbush. She sounded like she was coming from. She's like, no, I'm a husband of the kind. It's like, wow, she has an accent. But you can put on an accent, because that's what some people do when they talk to me. They say, hey, bro, what's going on? I'm like, you don't talk to me. Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me that's irritating to me when people talk to me like they talk in another language. When they talking, I don't even know what we call it now. We call it jive, but they jive all right. But so I don't like it. So I try not to do it. I mean, because I can talk with a Spanish accent. I can talk like an African. I'm not. But I don't know. Anyway, my point is, things are about to happen. I know they are. I can see them coming. I mean, it's the Boss Tootie thing with Renaissance and Mactivity. It's the books that I got. This album is ridiculous.
I am what you pretend to be. You lacking what you see in me. Fight it back and let the demons see how your morals crumble when you're facing light adversity. Ain't no way you fucking strong as me. It's not your fault, it's just your pedigree. When I fall, it's for the world to see, while others make excuses, making ways to get back on our feet. Standing strong like
I don't know where that shit came from, but that shit is dark, and it's so raw, and it's me. That's what it is. That's what I really wanted to talk about, is how I was the whole time I was doing all of these albums, I was trying to find my voice. But see, the problem I had was I didn't know what I was trying to do. And I never really gave enough time to music to do it. Like, so I'll put an album out. Then I'll go live life. And then I'll come back because it's time to do another album. That's not how you do it. You got to live music. I'm here to tell you, you gotta live whatever it is you talk. We gotta live whatever it is. I'm gonna just put it that way. You gotta live whatever it is. So I lived music, and in the process, that's why when I tell you things ain't good, that's why, because I let some stuff go past, and now I'm in some stuff. So, but it's not it's not nothing I can't handle. It's just I'm talking bills. It's basically bills. It's bills and other stuff that come home to roost. And I'll fix it. And the thing about it is, I just posted a post saying, to grow as a human being, you have to be able to ask for help. So what I said was, I saw, in the spirit of excellence, I saw a person struggling, and I did not help them. most people, when they say, let me finish the post. I saw a person struggling and I did not help them in the spirit of excellence. Because as a person, you have to learn how to ask for help, accept the help, and be ready to sustain the help that's coming. So don't ask for help when if you can't run a marathon, you don't need help from the community to get running shoes. You don't. You need to run some so you can't sustain whatever it is. My point is that's how we grow. So I'm going to let everybody just struggle. And a lot of people will be, well, you saw me struggling. Like, yeah. But it's those kind of people that say, oh, you saw me struggling. And then when you help, they say, well, I didn't ask you for help. I didn't ask you for help. Why, so that's the reason why I don't help nobody anymore, because they act like, well, that's what you want to do out the goodness of your heart. And sometimes it ain't the goodness of my heart to do it. I just don't want to see anybody struggling. But now I just don't watch you. I won't watch you struggle. I won't watch you struggle. I'll unfollow them or I'll do everything else. And I understand emergencies. I help in emergencies because we all do. But I don't help dependencies. That's what I don't do. So I was issuing a lot of passes, and I'm gonna stop issuing passes. People don't want to act right. I'm gonna treat them how they acting. I don't see no problem with that. It's just you feel selfish sometimes because of how you grew up and what kind of person you are. And it's because I'll go into it this way. I was talking to my brother about some people. One of them is family. I don't think one is family, but we consider him family. I told him I couldn't be myself. I cannot, which I'm trying to take out of the vocabulary. I cannot be myself around him. He said, yes, you can. I said, you know what? You're right. I can. I do not feel comfortable being myself because he's a bum. So what I'm saying to him is, I am a person who, if we go fishing, which I don't fish anymore, but if we go somewhere and if I get the drinks, well, not alcohol, but if I get the beverages and then somebody else get the food, or I get the food and somebody else get this is not what this dude does. He waits. He'll sit back and he won't say shit. I've seen him do it. I've seen him go, and if don't nobody ask him if he wants nothing, then he'll go and get what he wants and pay for it himself. I'm not sure if it's what I'm saying is I don't like that, because now you're taking what you got for your own self and not helping anybody else, and it's a bummy way to live. And it's probably a better word for me to say this, but I will not feel comfortable if I went and bought him whatever. If we riding and he riding with us and I gotta buy him stuff, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel good when I lay down at night. I'll be like, this bum got away with it again. So when I say I can't be myself, it's like I'm uncomfortable, and I don't want to be uncomfortable, so I don't go nowhere where he goes. And I told him about it, and he was like, man, I'm trying to survive. I'm like, man, you ain't trying to survive. You're trying to make stuff so you can keep crack money or whatever it is that you buy, whatever you watch girls twerk or whatever. So it's people are watching when you don't think people are watching, and I'm learning not to care about stuff like that. Like a lot of stuff, and it goes into what I was talking about on my album is there's a lot of anxiety about stuff that ain't even going to affect me, that affects me, that people imputed in me, that it wasn't even wrong. And I'm worrying about it. Like, I don't know if I can say that, but when we was growing up, my mama always said, don't let some strange man touch your privates. And these men over here, don't watch them and watch. So I'm watching every fucking dope fiend and every fucking man. Everybody is trying to, I thought everybody was trying to rape me. And they weren't. None of them were. But it tells me something about what she went through when she grew up. Now, as a kid, I'm not going to think about this. I'm not going to think about that. I don't care. I'm like, well, why do they want my privates? Like, I didn't know what was going on. But as a grown man now, I see somebody hurt my mother. Or my mother seen somebody get hurt. And in those days, you know, she was born in 47, so, you know, it was almost, I ain't gonna say expected, but man, it was nasty back then. They go work and they think everybody in the house, and I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but something happened, and she saw about it, and she didn't want her kids to get hurt. And I understand, but, you know, then I had anxiety about it. I'm gonna tell you one time, and I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, it's those kind of things. You know, again, like I said, we doing going back to these fucking. Hey man, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna say where I am. So I live near Amazon, and these fucking dudes with these 4-cylinder cars and these. Oh my God, and these 8-cylinder glass packs is ridiculous. That shit is loud. This dude, whoever that is going to work right now. He's going to work because he gets off at 1 and that's when I wake up. This motherfucker all the way down the street. I don't know what to do about that. And it wakes me up every time. I can't wear earplugs. I put earplugs in one time. Man, they was down the damn, I don't know where I went. They was in the kitchen. I don't remember getting up, but one was in the kitchen on the floor and one was on the stairs. I'm like, well, what the fuck did I do last night? I don't even know. So I don't wear earplugs. I can't keep them in. I throw them. I think I throw them or something. Anyway, that's a peeve that I don't really know. I can't fix it. I really can't fix it, you know. But I know you just heard it. That's why I'm talking about it. But I'm getting off point. So we do have stuff, you know, like I said, straight from the Yay with LAIV3. We did the thing last week. I'm gonna show a little bit of footage of it where the lemonade. We saw Soleil Pickles there, Moss the Boss. It was a dude. He wasn't supposed to be there, I think they said, but he was selling like everybody is from New York is what I'm seeing. A lot of people from New York. They had the lemonade shoes. I'm gonna show that. They was raw. I just can't wear them. They look too much like Crocs. I'm not with all of that. But yeah, man, we doing that. The album is done. Poe Man Dre has decided to bless the album. He said he would mix it, so he's mixing as we speak. He's mixing it, so this is gonna be a classic album. And I've already heard from a couple people that this is so different from what Griffinstein did that I changed my name a little bit. Like it's DA. The G, which is the same. It's me. It's still me. It's, you know, my name is Don, so it's D-A-G. All my brothers is D-A-G. All my brothers is D-A-G. We all D-A-Gs. So Daniel, David, and Don. So we all D-A-Gs. So I am D-A the G because when I direct videos or whatever I do, I'm the Griffinstein. So, and I wasn't happy with Griffinstein because it is, when I hear it, it just doesn't make me feel, because it's Stein and, you know, I just want to get away from all of that stuff because it's, you know, I know it's monster genius, Einstein and Franken, the doctor that brings dead things to life. So it has a reason to why I'm doing it. That's what the dark is, define art, respect knowledge. It is, but DA to G can be all of that, because DA can be Dark Side Asylum, it could be Don Allen, it could be the Guru, the G could be the Griffin, the Guru, the Goat, the Guy, it could be almost anything, you know. And you know, so I'm a transition into it, and it ain't something, because the revival is really just, I think it killed Griffinstein. Actually, the truth of it is, because I think I kind of went into it, but I didn't know what I was trying to do as far as music. I didn't really know what I was trying to do. Am I trying to uplift the community? Am I trying to raise an army? And it's all of that. It's all of that. So that's DA to G. DA to G is probably not gonna click, and it's a marketing faux pas. I know. It's like as soon as I get something tangible, worth a damn, or I get this name up that everybody know me as Griffinstein, and then I change it. Which, you know, I was talking to somebody and he asked me, well, they asked me, like, what if something happened right now and you just became somebody that the world knew based on whatever it is you do. Because we got some stuff going on in San Jose. So when those little movies come out, or the 5-minute films and all of this stuff come out, and it's going to the film festival also, I think. But once all that stuff come out, and you know I'm moving across stuff, and then I don't want people to be, hey, Griffinstein. I don't want that. But they asked me, like, what, would you feel comfortable people calling you that? And I wouldn't. Because what's gonna happen is somebody gonna say, hey, Stein, and then I'm gonna be like, nope. So you can call me DA, you can call me D, you can call me A, you can call me the G, you can call me G, you can call me whatever you call me whatever you want, but I don't want to be known as that. So we'll work on it. I ain't really tripping, because what's meant for me will be for me. And if we want to get real deep or real truthful, I chose it because of the letters. I did the numbers of the letters, and DA to G is perfectly aligned with everything. Like, some of my songs even have, like, they equal 11, or they equal 6, or they equal 3, or they equal 9. 8 is supposed to be money, but money comes. So I'm just hoping for discernment and focus is all I'm hoping. Because if you have discernment and focus, all that other stuff will come. Patience also. I see a lot of people moving quicker than they need to move because they're impatient. I don't like to be around impatient people. They force mistakes, and it's silly mistakes, and it's a weakness to me. It's a weakness because it's like you don't even have enough patience to make whatever it is that you're working on great. So that's why this whole thing is just get content out. Just get content out. I don't care, man. Just get content out. So I posted a post. I was like, it's certain people that do all these things and they make content, but we make impact. We make impact. We make impact. That's all I got to say about it. It's just, that's what I want to do. When I do stuff, I want it to look like something you've never seen before. I don't know why I closed all the windows. I'm sweating over here. But yeah, man. So we want to make impact. That's what I want to do. So that's it. I just want to do something real quick. I'm gonna start going back into the studio. I was supposed to, but this is September, and I wanted to get this episode out. We did the episode with Melanated Harmony at Crowned Africa in Hayward. That episode is coming out later this month. With Ashley, that was a good episode. It showed some of her new stuff, and she's going to start going into Kenya now, I think, and Ghana. So that was good. I'm gonna rally back around people and start teaching people how to do stuff. Everybody was waiting on me to edit, or Raven to edit, and it's not how it should be. We should all be able to edit at least little things. So I'm going to teach people how to do what we all should know how to do. So now we all are equal, and then she could take her podcast and go where she wants to go and do what she needs to do on the spot, and don't have to call for people to see who gonna be able to do stuff. And that, I'm talking about Sincere. I'm sorry, Sincere. Because actually, me and her are the only ones with podcasts left. We had a whole bunch of people, but it all went down. Oh, Galia from Gratitude Showing, she's going to start her podcast, and she already has her plan, her guests. She's going to do some stuff, so that's going to be good. I'm going to produce that one. That should actually come out in probably November. We haven't filmed yet at all. She's trying to get her, she's serious. She's trying to get her whatchamacallit down. And I'd like to congratulate Miss Q, which is Levette's little sister. Check her out on Instagram. She does her live straight facts with Miss Q. I hope that's what it is. It's something it's with. I think that's it. That's it. Talking facts with Miss Q and Quita. Her name is Quita. Quita. So yeah, go check that out. She's talking. It's to save. It's really about saving the children and giving the children a voice. I help her any way she can. She's serious too. She went to a podcast convention. I was impressed because I ain't never did that. the funny thing is, I don't know how to do a podcast. All I'm doing is putting shit in front of you. I'm making it look like I think it should look. And I mean, I guess it shows, because that's why I only got 14 viewers, and I love every one of you. Fuck everybody that don't watch it. It's family that don't watch it. So, you know, whatever. I appreciate everybody that watch. Some people watch faithfully, some people don't. Some people just listen. But it keeps me editing. So now I can do editing. So, yeah, I don't know. I expect big things. Even though I'm going through big things, but it's all good. Well, it's not all good, but it's not worthy of complaints. I was telling somebody, I was like, cause I really believe if you complain, that's how negative people pray. That's how you get shit as a complainer. I think you manifest your own badness by. Let's just say, I don't know about all of this, but let's just say that the ancestors are listening, and all you talk about is what's bad happening to you. Like if you giving this all that attention, you must like it. Some people do. Some people play victim all the time, but they ain't playing. But yeah, I think I think that's what I think praying. I think complaining is praying or manifestation for negative people. And they just keep wondering why nothing happens for them. It is happening. It's just you don't like it. Stop talking about it. See the good in something for a change. Shit. Anyway, I'm not sure what episode this is, but I only got a few more left. I think I got 9 left or 8 left. I don't want to do a countdown, but I do want to get guests from 5 years. I did 60 episodes, 5 years. 5 years. And I need to go back and listen to that first episode to see. I think I say this every time. I don't want to do that. But yeah, so if anybody have any ideas or something you want to see what you call, or y'all want me to show up at an event, holla at me, Griffinstein at itsthedark.com. Yeah, we got some big things coming up. Not even big. It's just things that I feel is big because, I just wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing before. I wasn't. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but I had to take some time. So once I took that time and then decided what I had to do, then now I'm doing it. The music is on point. I'm really excited about the Revival album. Really excited. I mean, I've been listening to the songs and they ain't even mixed yet. I can hear shit that I should have did better, and I probably should record over. But I think that's perfectionism, and they gotta come out. It gotta come. It may not come out on Halloween because this gotta be right. But it's in Dre's hands now. It's in poor man Dre's hand right now. So whenever he do it. Because I'm gonna need. Because what it is on what is it? Spotify. On Spotify, if you give it to them with a 2-week release, they'll put you on playlists. They'll ask you if you want to be what songs you want on a playlist. I want them all. Well, I know for sure too. But yeah, I let a couple people. I don't really let a lot of people hear it because I can only really let musicians hear it because they know. I say, if I tell you it needs to be mixed, they'll be like, oh yeah. But I can hear, where you're going. Some people can't do that, so I let some people hear it and they be like, oh, it's missing something. I'm like, yeah, well, okay. I just listen to it, but yeah. Anyway, I'm excited. That's never happened. That's why I was trying to explain it's just never happened that I was excited because I wasn't this focused on the message I was trying to play. And don't get me wrong, it's still like some gun violence talk in it, but it's not. It's violence in. You would have to listen to it, but it's not violence like one. It's not drill music. It's not drill music at all. It's old nigga music. I have a song where I'm saying, who gonna respect me if I uncock my 9? Basically, how many times can I uncock my 9 for these motherfuckers decide I'm not God's design? That's what I'm saying. How many times can I uncock my 9? Or do I even need to cock the 9? Well, man, it's gonna ruffle some feathers, but you gotta be ready for that, and that's what I'm saying. So I was in the shower the other day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to practice this song because it's just so raw. So I'm gonna have to practice it because I know I'm gonna have to perform it. And I don't know if you know this, I ain't never performed in front of nobody before. I ain't never performed. The 2 times I was supposed to perform, one time it was in Stockton, and the club got shot up, and the other time I punked out. Z was there. We was at the oh man, I almost said it. I can't remember shit like that, but it was a club in Jack London. Z jumped his ass up there, did his shit. I was like, what? It was on my birthday. It was like 10 years ago. It was probably longer than that. And Z, from Skrillbillies, did his part, and I was like, man, this motherfucker really jumped up there and did it. Nobody clapped. It was shit going on. I was like, this is dumb shit here. So, and then I was like, nope. Nope, no sir. But I'm ready now because I don't care. I don't care. If I fuck up, I fuck up. But we not perfectionists, but we put our best foot forward all the time. We have to. We have to put our best foot forward. So, yep, I'm gonna go find a mirror or find a place, and then I'm gonna still look like everybody else. Boom, put the top on the top. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Anyway, it's all good. Anyway, I'm happy with the album. Still alive. I've been eating, I don't know if I said it, but I've only been eating fruit for the past couple weeks or months. And that's a lie. Let me stop myself right there. That's not a complete truth. I'm eating fruit, but then on some days, Fridays, I'm usually eating, I used to go to Nations and get this grilled cheese sandwich on sourdough with 1 slice of cheese though, and then 2 orders of fries. So I was doing that, but I've just been getting sick lately every time I eat anything that's been cooked. So now I try not to do that. Lately, I just ate some pizza and gave me gout or something. It was delicious, but it was very acidy, and I think it was the tomato. I'm not sure. But I do need to get away from cheese is what my aim is. Cheese has a life on it. That's what I was trying not to do is eat stuff with a life on it. And I know plants have lives also. But I gotta eat something. And they can grow back. And I need to start growing my food. And when I say cheese has a life on it, this is what I mean. There's a bile in a cow's stomach called rennet. R-E-N-N-E-T. R-E-N-N-E-T. Rennet. That bile, stomach acid, is what they use to make cheese. Now, this stomach acid can't be collected from a regular cow. It has to be collected from a calf that's never eating anything but milk. It can't have it eating because it changes the stomachs once it starts eating hay or whatever it eats. So you can't do that. To get the rennet out, you soak it in salt. The stomach. So you have to kill it. So when you hear somebody say, oh, it's a veal cutlet, veal is a baby cow. I don't know if you know that, but it is. So sometimes I've been watching a lot of farming shows. That's why I know this. And yeah, so rennet has a life on it. I'm not there yet. As far as cheese, I don't eat any meat. But I'm still eating cheese. I didn't eat cheese today though, but I did last night. It was the pizza that made me sick. So yeah, I was just trying to get away from that. And then this lady today, because I was buying melons, and she was like, and the dude asked me, he said, "What are you making? A damn fruit salad?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I don't even eat. I don't cook anymore." Something I said, and I told him the story. The story I told you guys already. The story is I was biting the chicken, and the chicken had blood in it, and I was just like, oh my God, this had to have died alive because this wouldn't be this much blood in here. It just wouldn't. And then I'm thinking, so is the meat I'm eating afraid meat? Like I got some meat that's cut with pain and despair. Like I don't need that. I don't need that extra despair and stress. Like if your meat is stressed, are you stressed? I don't know. Some people, because let's go back. Let's go to the Wagyu beef. In China, they feed them beer, they massage them. Them are happy cows. So if I was gonna eat beef, I'd eat that beef because it is a life on it, but that is the happiest cow ever. And if you're gonna eat beef, but I think I'm done with all of that. I don't even remember now the taste of some of that stuff. And I think I'm wishing for a texture and not an actual food item. But I was a wizard with the mushrooms. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. You put them blue oysters. You do them blue oysters the right way. The blue oyster mushrooms, you do those the right way. You can make a poor boy. I bet you couldn't tell it wasn't chicken or pork. I know it, cause I did it. And it looked like it, and if you put the right sauce on it, but then we go back to, I don't want to eat all of this other shit because I don't know what time I'm at, but there's a ingredient called Red 40. I don't know nothing about nothing, but what I was thinking is Red 40 isn't just red, and it's not just 40. And when I see numbers on things, I think of ingredients. So I'm thinking Red 40 is either the 40 iteration of the red, or that red has 40 ingredients. Now, I'm gonna just leave it at that because everything has. If you see it red, it has Red 40 in it. Now, if they put something in, and I don't know where to go to get the ingredients to Red 40, like Heinz 57. It's 57 spices. That's why it's Heinz 57. But anyway, I'm probably talking deeper. I need to start reading more again because I don't like talking about stuff I don't know. Because these are just mind thoughts that I have, and I need to learn. I just don't have the time. But I don't like speaking when I don't know shit. So we'll pause on that. But it's a crazy thought. Anyway, that has been your episode of How Do You View You with your host D.A. the G. I introduced myself as Griffinstein earlier. That's why I did that, so that you can. Anyway, D.A. the G. D period. I'm gonna put it up. I know y'all don't care. Anyway, or you will soon. Anyway, I appreciate everything. I'm trying to just do shit just to do it. This podcast is really therapy for me. So, I appreciate anybody that watches it and shares it and likes it. The album comes out. You may be another podcast before the album come out, and I may put a snippet at the very end of this of I may put a snippet of it of You Pretend to Be. That's a hard song. I might put the whole song in there. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Stay dark. Define art. Respect knowledge. That's what that is. When I say dark, I mean define art. That's what I also want to say. When you do you. Stop trying to do you in this box where other people trying to judge you. Just do you and just be confident. It's not easy. But you have to say, what can this person do for me or do against me? And when you figure that out, you're going to find that they can't do shit to stop you. Or to help you. What good are they?
I am what you pretend to be. You lacking what you see in me. Fight it back and let the demons see how your morals crumble when you're facing light adversity. Ain't no way you fucking strong as me. It's not your fault, it's just your pedigree. When I fall, it's for the world to see, while others make excuses, making ways to get back on our feet.